I consider myself to be a successful person. I want to become more successful in the areas that I want to, grow in the areas that we want to do. But, I start really looking at and analyzing why people are successful. What do they do? How do they treat others? How do they lead? How do they scale stuff? And I've seen a trend. Now, I'm not talking about assholes. I'm not talking about millionaires that are just assholes and cutthroat people. I'm talking about the ones that you would want to be. The ones that have happy wives and their kids love them, and they have a lot of friends and a lot of people lean on them and a lot of people look up to them. Those are the type of successful people that I want to emulate. So when I think about, my mentors, the people I work with, the people I've met that are just high level individuals. And I met this billionaire and, I sat down with him and we talked, we rapped for a long time. I talked to, the CEO of Core Med, very often. I talked to my friend and mentor, Bedros Keuilian. And there's always this theme. And Sid Gordon, the CEO of Core Med, emulates this thing as well. And this is the reason why everybody that works for him just doesn't want to leave. And the company continues to grow because of the service that we provide people and how he treats his employees. And it's just amazing to watch, right? And the same with B, and the same, and I hope that I'm on that level or, getting to that level as well. But there's these 4 traits that these successful people emulate. And you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be, you don't have to be at the top yet to utilize these traits. You can utilize these traits right now. And the reality is, for you to become super successful, for you to become the version or to get to the place in life that you want to be, you have to act it first, right? Like, you don't get to become a millionaire by acting like a scrub or acting like somebody who's working, nothing wrong with them, but, because we all got to start somewhere, working the guy that's working minimum wage at a fast food joint. You can't act like that guy mentality and then expect to become a millionaire. You have to think like you're already there. You have to have traits that are already there, and it will catch up with you. So there's these 4 traits. The first one is service to others. They are constantly looking for areas to give and to serve others, right? They want to give their time. They want to give their money. They want to give their experience. They want to serve humanity. They want to serve people. That's it. Even their businesses sometimes are around service. That's it. How can I make an impact on somebody's life today? Simple as that. And B talks about being that savage servant, which I love. But how can I serve humanity today? How can I serve my employees? How can I serve my wife? How can I serve my kids? It's not about me. It's the superpower that I talked about in the project. It's not about me. It's about the people around me. If I can forget about my pain, forget about the bullshit that I have going on, and go serve the ones around me, my stuff fades away. My issues fade away. I don't have any issues. Let me help the ones around me, the ones that love me, and the ones that I love. So how can I make somebody's day brighter? How can I take care of somebody? How can I serve them? Enough on that. The next thing that I've noticed that they are extremely grateful. They're extremely grateful for what they have and the people they have in their life. They wake up with gratitude. Do you wake up every single morning going, fuck, thanks, man, I'm breathing again? I saw something as a video somebody was putting out there about, it was a podcast, and he said, hey, if I gave you $1 million, would you take it? He's like, hell yeah, I'd take $1 million. Okay, what if I gave you $1 million, but you couldn't wake up the next morning? Okay. No, I wouldn't take $1 million. Okay. What if I give you $10 million, but you couldn't wake up the next day? You wouldn't wake up the next day. No, I'd pass on the $10 million. So why the fuck are you not waking up every morning like you got $10 million in the bank? If that's what the value of waking up the next day is, I think there should be some morning gratitude for waking up, for having another day of breath on this earth, maybe another day to be able to serve your family, your people. Gratitude is everything. Find the things in your life that you need to be grateful for. And it can be as simple as having another day, as simple as a meal, as simple as a nice sunrise, a nice sunset, a walk with your wife. Doesn't matter. Find the things that you're grateful for. The third thing is vulnerability. All these guys are super vulnerable. They're open. They're willing to discuss their failures. They're willing to discuss their pain. They have nothing to hide. There's no ego. There's no pride. There's no boasting. These guys are extremely wealthy. Extremely wealthy. You would think they'd have like air lats and they'd be flexing and all this kind of stuff. No, man. They're open. They're open about the problems that they've had. They're open about the fights they've had, where they've struggled. Things that maybe they had vices before, things that they're struggling with, because they have no ego and they have no pride, and they're wanting to share that vulnerability in an effort to serve other people, to serve humanity. So you have to ask yourself, are you vulnerable? Are you putting that mask on? Are you faking it because of your ego and your pride? Which your ego and your pride is not serving you. It's holding you back. It's creating a glass ceiling in your life. As soon as we let go of our ego and our pride and we become more vulnerable, true joy and happiness comes into our life. But for men, that's difficult. But as soon as you can embrace vulnerability in your daily life, everything changes. And the fourth one that I actually picked up from Kirk Weisler, and you guys have heard me talk about Kirk Weisler quite a bit, is the fourth thing that successful people do is they are addicted to personal growth, which means they are addicted to education. They're addicted to learning more, to growing more, because they want to do the same things, right? How can I grow? How can I prioritize learning and self-improvement so that I can serve others, so I can be more grateful, so I can be more vulnerable? That's it, right? It's a whole circle right there. So if you woke up today and you said, how can I serve humanity? How can I serve my people, my employees, my colleagues, my family? How can I be more grateful about what I have in my life? Be open and vulnerable, and then learn something every day. Imagine that was your day. Woke up grateful, you served others, you were vulnerable about your life, and you learn something every day. I think you'd have a very different days. So I challenge everyone to become that millionaire now. Have that millionaire mindset now. And then watch what else comes. And if you need help with that, if you struggle with these things, there's a link below. Get in my mentorship group, because this is the shit that we're talking about. And I'll hold you accountable to be these things. I'll hold you accountable to serve, hold you accountable to be grateful for the shit that you have in your life. I'll make you be vulnerable. I'll knock those doors down, and then we will be growing together. There's a link below. Let's make an appointment. Let's have a chat. Let's get into the Agogi. You guys know the deal. Never quit, never surrender, always forward. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.